legend has it that years ago, the old county home in Summit County, Ohio, burned to the ground, taking many of its residents and staff with it. Due to the destruction of the fire, no one was able to be identified, and the bodies were buried in a mass grave behind 1134 North Avenue in Talmadge, Ohio. Ironically, 1134 is hell upside down. As time went on, the grave was forgotten about, the earth took over the land, and the area became completely overgrown with the exception of the burial site, which was maintained by the county. Heather Knoll Nursing Home was built at the site of the old county home, and eventually the heavily wooded area became a park. The urban legend has since been debunked with the explanation that the fire at the old county home destroyed the records being used to keep track of the cemetery. Today, MonsterKid Media set off to explore the mass grave in the woods at the old county home. So we're here at the site of the old Summit County home at 1134 North Avenue in Talmadge, Ohio. There is a retirement home called Heather Knoll, and this stone sits behind it. It basically says more than 900 persons buried between 1916 and 1948 are buried back here in these woods. Unfortunately, there was a fire at the county home which destroyed all of the records, so they have no idea who is buried where. None of the tombstones have any markers. This all used to be a wooded area. It's been cleared out now for a walking path. So we're gonna take you back there and show you what the cemetery looks like. This is so weird that it's a park now. This all used to be wooded. And to get up here, you had to walk through the woods. There was no trails. We would do stupid things and come up here as kids. Now there's a map that shows you where the county home cemetery is. When we were kids, it was a lot cooler. It was spookier. Nobody knew it was up here. There was maybe just a little wooden trail. So let's go back there and check it out. Everything's commercial now. Nothing is ours. None of this was here. So we're walking back. It's not a very far walk. I was telling them earlier that we used to come back here and you'd have to climb through the woods and pricker bushes and trees. Now there's this nice path and some lady with a dog walking behind us.
I prefer it this way at this age.
I want to go through the woods. So here's the loop. I don't know what it is, like 2 miles or something. But this was all woods. They cleared it all out.
Wow.
There's definitely a 6-pack of honey brown lager in these woods somewhere. We came back when we were kids. I don't know.
Well,
There's-
of age kids.
No, no, we were kids. It was like, I know I was underage. I was 20 years old. I was hammered and we were running from the cops. And we ran back here in the woods. And we ditched all the alcohol we had.
The honey brown lager.
It's in there somewhere. And I think I threw a bottle of vodka back there. But I mean, from where we are now, can you imagine walking through this? This was all wooded.
I mean, this is pretty thick woods outside of this path.
Yeah, it was a hike to get back to where we're going right now. And they made it easy for everybody, so it's not as special. But we're coming up on the entrance right now. All right, this is what I'm talking about. There's people back in the cemetery having a picnic, so we're going to try to be respectful. But back in the day, there was no way people having picnics back here. No, you weren't bringing a picnic basket back here. So this is a new marker. Basically, it says, I'll read it real quick. Although exact information about the cemetery has been lost, incomplete, cemetery records suggest that between 1916 In 1952, more than 900 individuals were buried here and nearby. Some lived out their final days at the county home, others were too poor to be buried elsewhere, and some were unknown victims of accidents. Closed in 1970, the county home was demolished in 1980. So we're going to go inside here. As I said before, this was all wooded, and then this fence was here.
I was just going to ask you, so that fence was here?
The fence was here. And there's only a couple markers in here, but this has always been maintained. So it was, there must be another entrance somewhere because this has always been mowed. So here's a marker here. Rest in peace, unknown skeletal remains. Summit County, Ohio.
I've never done any sort of DNA. Like, I don't know. That'd be kind of great, but I guess they just don't know where stuff is, so they don't really want to.
The ground feels hollow. You know?
Yeah.
It feels like there's.
It's definitely weird. Yeah.
There's some more over here. But these are newer tombstones, so this is somebody who cared enough or had money to donate. Because these weren't here when we were kids. Try to be respectful to the people having a picnic in a cemetery. No judgment.
Right?
We would have a picnic too if we had food.
Like I'm trying to imagine back in the day when you guys came through these woods and then this was clearing, like how absolutely eerie that would have been.
Well, it was
bizarre.
It was super bizarre because it was only word of mouth then. You know, like the kids talked about it.
Right.
Everybody knew it was back here. Everybody knew that these woods were haunted. But nobody really wanted to walk through those woods.
Well, right, especially not knowing really where you're going or if anything's really even there.
Right. I wish I could remember the first time I came back here. But basically, it's this whole area back here. It's very peaceful. And when you're walking through the woods, or even now the trail, and you come back here, there's a shift. You can feel like a shift in the energy. It's cooler back here. And I know that has to do with the tree coverage.
Yeah, but even walking on the ground.
Yeah, the ground, the animals. So this is what a cemetery looks like without any markers. Don't do it. Don't go past that. So we're at the back of the cemetery right now. It says conservation area, authorized access only. But it's fenced in as well. So that makes me wonder if there's more people buried in here also. Because this is all kind of a part of it. There's no markers back here though. This is kind of how it was before they cleared out that land. So that's it. You felt a difference?
Yeah, absolutely. That the ground, I mean, I know that we said it a couple times, but the ground in there definitely feels hollow. You come back out here and you're back on solid ground, even when you step on it. I mean, 900 graves is a lot of graves.
There's a lot of people buried back there, and nobody knows who it is.
Yeah.
It's quieter. You hear more animals back there. I don't know. It's a cool experience.
It is. It's very peaceful. It's not scary. It's not, anything. It's not creepy.
No, but that story,
Yeah.
when we were kids, was definitely creepy.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that being a lot creepier. Finding it
Through these
walking
woods.
in these dark, in these heavy woods, and then just this clearing.
Yeah.
At night, But
So that's it. Come check it out. Be respectful. Leave a little offering. We saw some scrapple pieces,
yeah,
pine cones, whatever.
whatever you got.
So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.